Hello students, welcome to our class. In today's lecture we will start the second topic, fractions and decimals. Our first topic, integers, has finished. Okay, so now we will start the fractions and decimals. In 6th standard you have learned about the fractions, okay, and decimals also. And in 6th standard you have only learned about how to add and subtract the fractions, and also you have learned that how to compare the two fractions. Okay, so in the 7th standard we will discuss about the multiplication and division of fractions and decimals. Okay, before starting this chapter I want to revise some basic concepts that you have learned in 6th standards. Okay, so in 6th standard you have learned the fractions. Okay, there are there are types of fractions, that is proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like, unlike fraction. Okay, so let's revise that part. Okay, so first you have learned that what is proper fraction. What is mean by proper fraction? Okay, so what is proper fraction? The fraction that represents a part of whole, and numerator is less than denominator. Okay, in proper fraction you know that numerator is always less than denominator, and that fraction represents part of whole. Means what? Let's take example. I will take 1 by 3, 2 by 6. Okay, so 3 by 7, 8 by 9. Let's see what is mean by proper fraction. In proper fraction numerator is less than denominator. These are the examples of fraction, you know that. In this example, see, the numerator is less than denominator, numerator is less than denominator, numerator is less than denominator. So these are the example of proper fractions. And why they have said that represents as a part of whole? Means what? These numbers, means numerator and denominator, must be a whole number. Okay, numerator and denominator must be a whole number. Therefore that's why they have written fraction that represents a part of whole, means whole number, and numerator is less than denominator. So these are the examples of proper fractions. So you only remember that in proper fraction numerator is less than denominator. Okay, now what is second is improper fraction. Improper fraction. So what is improper fraction? The fraction that represents a part of whole, and numerator is greater than denominator. Okay, so what is improper fraction? Improper fraction, the fraction in which numerator is greater than denominator. So what is example for improper fraction? 7 by 4, 11 by 3, 17 by 9, 9 by 7. Okay, see, in these fractions numerator is greater than denominator. See, 11 is greater than 3, 17 is greater than 9. Okay, so in improper fraction means fraction that represents a part of whole, means whole number, and numerator is always greater than the denominator. Okay, so this is proper fraction, this is improper fraction. After improper fraction you have learned that mixed fraction. Okay, mixed fraction. So what is mixed fraction? So I will take example from this improper fraction, and then I will explain what is mixed fraction. Okay, so I take 7 by 4. So what we will do, we divide 7 by 4. So when we divide 7 by 4, what we will get, 4 ones are 4, it remains 3, and therefore we write it as 1 3 by 4. Okay, means 7 by 4 it can be written as 1 3 by 4. Okay, and this is called mixed fraction. This is called mixed fraction. Actually I have take improper fraction, and improper fraction can be written as a mixed fraction, and this type of fraction we will call it mixed fraction. Okay, so when we divide 7 by 4, 4 ones are 4, 7 by 4 remains 3, and we write 7 by 4 as 1 3 by 4, 1 3 by 4, and this is called mixed fraction. So what are the examples of mixed fraction? What are the examples of mixed fraction? 1 3 by 4, it's also example of mixed fraction. Okay, and this means this we have got here 1 3 by 4 is an example of mixed fraction. Okay, for from 11 by 3, 11 by 3, so when we divide 11 by 3, what we will get, 3 3 are 9. Okay, and 11 minus 4, what remains, 2. So we can write 11 by 3 as 3 2 by 3. Okay, so again we get second example as 3 2 by 3. This type of fractions we called it as mixed fractions. Okay, so by improper fraction we get mixed fraction, by improper fraction we will get mixed fraction. Okay, so there is another concept, mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is equal to integral part plus fractional part, and this fractional part is always a proper fraction. Let's see what I have written here. We have to take another example, 17 by 9. Okay, and what we will do, 17 divided by 9, so we will get 9 ones are 9, and what remains, 17 minus 9, 17 minus 9, it will get 8. Okay, so we can write 17 by 9 as 1 8 by 9. Okay, so this is mixed fraction. Okay, in this mixed fraction, 1 is called integral part and 8 by 9 is fractional part. 1 is an integral part and 8 by 9 is an fractional part, and this fractional part is always a proper fraction. Means what is mean proper fraction? In proper fraction, numerator is always less than denominator, and see here 8 is less than 9. So mixed fraction, that is mixed fraction, is an combination of integral part, this is integral part, and fractional part, this is fractional part, and this fractional part is always a proper fraction. Let's see. Okay, so mixed fraction is a combination of integral part plus fractional part. Okay, so you understood about the mixed fraction. Okay, so now what is the fourth type? Like fractions. Like fractions. So what are the like fractions? The fractions with equal denominator. The fractions with equal denominator are called like fractions. Means what? The fractions in which denominator are same, denominator are same, are called like fractions. So what are the examples of like fractions? 7 by 3, 9 by 3, okay, 4 by 3. See, in these fractions denominator is same, so these are the like fractions. These are the like fractions. You can take second example as 11 by 4, 13 by 4, 17 by 4. See, the denominator of this fraction are same, therefore these are the like fractions. So what is like fraction? The fractions with equal denominator. The fractions with equal denominator are called like fractions. And you know that, and you have learned that we can add and subtract, also compare the like fractions. Okay, means what? We can add, if we can take two fractions, that is two like fractions, then we can add it, we can subtract it, and we can compare it also, means which is greater, which is less. Okay, so it's about only like fraction. Like fraction can be add, subtract, and compare. Okay, so next step is unlike fractions. So what are unlike fractions? The It's opposite to like fraction. The fractions with different denominator, with different denominator. Okay, like fractions means fraction with equal denominator. Unlike fraction means the fractions with different denominator are called unlike fractions. So this example, I take 11 by 3, 7 by 4, 9 by 2. See, denominators are not same, so this is example of unlike fraction. These are unlike fractions. These are the unlike fractions. Okay, so in unlike fractions denominator are not same, but it is not possible to add and subtract or compare unlike fractions. We can't, if we take these two fraction, we can't add, subtract, and compare it. So to add or subtract unlike fractions, first we have to convert, or first we have to make them like fractions. Okay, means if we have give two unlike fractions and we have to add them, then first we have to make them like fractions, because we can add and subtract the like fractions. Okay, so when we have give unlike fraction, then first made them like fraction and then add and subtract it. Okay, so how can we made the unlike fractions as a like fractions? There is a method. Okay, so to convert unlike fraction into like fraction, what we have to do? Let's I take example 2 by 9 and 2 by 3. Okay, see, these are unlike fractions. Okay, because denominator are not same, so these are unlike fraction. And to make them like fractions means what? To make their denominator same, what we have to do? So first step is find LCM of denominators. Okay, so in 6th standard you have learned about how to find LCM of 2 or 3 numbers. Okay, so what is LCM of, here denominators are 9 and 3, so what is LCM of 9 and 3? How we find LCM of 9 and 3? So make brackets, so find the number which is divisor of 9 and 3. So we know 3 is a divisor of 9 and 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Okay, now again find the divisor of 3 and 1. So here we can't find divisor of 3 and 1. Okay, so here we will stop and we write LCM of 9 and 3 is equal to 3 into 3 into 1. 3 into 3 into 1, that is equal to 3 3 3s are 9, 9 1s are 9. So LCM of 9 and 3 is 9. Okay, so you must have to know about how to find LCM of numbers. So in 6th standard you have learned about LCM and GCD. Okay, if you have not learned, then tell me, I will explain. Means I will take one lecture on LCM on and GCD. Okay, if you have not learned, then so while finding LCM of 9 and 3, make such a brackets, and first find divisor of 9 and 3. So 3 is a divisor of 9 and 3, so 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Again we can't find any divisor, so here we stop, and LCM of 9 and 3 is equal to 3 into 3 into 1, that is equal to 9. Okay, what we are doing, that these unlike fractions have to make them like fractions. Okay, so first step is find the LCM of denominator. So we have to make the denominator as 9. So see, our first fraction is 2 by 9. Here already this fraction have a denominator 9, so here we can't do any operation. Now 2 by 3, in 2 by 3 we have to make denominator 9. Okay, so to make the denominator 9, we have to multiply it by 3, because 3 3s are 9. As we multiply denominator by 3, we must have to multiply numerator also by 3, because when 3 3 get cancel, we again get 2 by 3. Okay, so 2 3s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. This is our first fraction and this is second. So we write 2 by 3 as 6 by 9. So 2 by 9 and 2 by 3 are given unlike fractions, and we have made them like fractions. Okay, so what are like 2 by 9 and 6 by 9. Okay, first they 2 by 9 and 2 by 3 are unlike fractions, and we made them as like fractions, that is 2 by 9 and 6 by 9. Instead of 2 by 9 and 2 by 3, we can write 2 by 9 and 6 by 9. Okay, in this way you can made unlike fractions as a like fraction. First find LCM of denominator and made their denominators. Here we got LCM is 9, so we made denominator of first fraction is 9 and second fraction is also 9. Here in first fraction denominator is already 9, so we can't uh, use any operation. Okay, so in second denominator is 3, to make the denominator 9 we have to multiply here 3, that's why 2 by 3 can be written as 6 by 9. So 2 by 9 and 2 by 3 was the unlike fractions, and we made them as like fractions. Okay, in this way you can made unlike fractions into like fractions, and once we can made it as like fraction, then we can add and subtract it. Okay, now see this example. Here what I will take, 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5. Okay, addition of like fraction, these are like fractions. See, denominator are same, so these are like fraction. And how we can add like fractions? So you have learned addition and subtraction of fractions in 6th standard. Okay, so you must have to know about this. So when the denominator means we can add like fractions. Okay, so here denominator are same, so we make it as 1, make it as common, and we add the numerators. Okay, so 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 upon 5 is 1. Means 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5 is equal to 1. So we can add and subtract like fractions easily. Okay, now what about if I can take 3 by 5 plus 2 by 7. 3 by 5 plus 2 by 7. then what we have to do here, these are like fractions, so we can add easily. Here these are not like fractions, denominator are not same. Okay, so first made them like fraction, and in previous example I have explained how to made them as a like fractions. First find the LCM of 5 and 7. LCM of 5 and 7. So what is LCM of 5 and 7? What is LCM of 5 and 7? Here divisor of 5 and 7 is only 1. Okay, so we can't find any another divisor. So 1 5 is 5, 1 7 is 7. We can't find another divisor. Therefore, LCM of 5 and 7 is 1 into 5 into 7, that is equal to 35. So what is our first step? Find LCM of denominators, and then made the denominators 35. Okay, so here in 3 by 5 denominator is 5. To make the denominator 35, we have to multiply 5 by 7. As we multiply denominator by 7, we must have to multiply numerator also by 7. So what we will get, 3 sevens are 21 and 5 sevens are 35. Okay, again now 2 by 7. So we have to make here the denominator is 35. Okay, so we have to multiply 7 by 5 to get 35. We have to multiply 7 by 5. As we multiply denominator by 5, we must have to multiply numerator also by 5. So we will get 10 by 35. Means what? 3 by 5 plus 2 by 7 is equal to 3 by 5. It can be written as 21 by 35 plus 2 by 7 can be written as 10 upon 35. Here denominator are same, these are like fractions, so when denominator are same, we made it common and add the numerators. 21 plus 10, and what is 21 plus 10 is 31, this is 35. Okay, so 3 by 5 plus 2 by 7 is equal to 31 by 35. Hence, when we add unlike fraction, first we have to make them like fractions, and then we can add or subtract it. Okay, this is first example. In first example we have add like fractions. In second we have add unlike fractions. Okay.